Next reporter places the blame for all of this squarely on you, the viewers.
Would you say we'd be venturing into a zone of danger?
It doesn't matter what you think.
They took your
You're listening to the Our Take Podcast with Brian Sherman.
He had a full head, all the way till the end. It was white, and I was hoping to get that. I was hoping to get, like, the full head, and it was really hard to cut it off.
And Spencer Rogers.
To be a good pilot, you have to be able to make good decisions, and I know what my credit score is, so I know I don't make good decisions.
This is the Our Take Podcast.
From Scary Paramedia Studios in Ogden, Utah, it's the Our Take Podcast, episode 28. I'm Brian.
I'm Spencer.
Hey, Spencer, and welcome Scotty back.
Hi.
Scotty the man.
Was Scotty our first guest?
He was our first guest on episode 3, and we've been trying to have him back because his is the highest grossing episode.
Grossing?
Yeah.
Yes. Profit-wise, we made a lot of money from that episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
from the band Metaphors.
I do have one quick thing to say.
Right at the top?
Yeah, in our off-the-mic conversation with Danny last time, he might have been under the impression that we actually have 200,000 listeners, and we do.
In reality,
minus 199,908. So
I don't know what you're getting your stats from. Yeah. Mine clearly say 200,000.
Yeah.
Well, we'd like to get it there. So, Once again, you can find us at the Our Take Pod on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Please share.
I guess what I'm trying to say is we actually do need your help.
Yes.
we
desperate. I mean, look, we don't need your help, but why not share a good thing?
Right. And, with us not getting our government paycheck,
right.
Things have been tight here.
Yeah. So on this day in history, the government is still shut down.
We couldn't even pay Scotty today.
No.
Doing this pro bono.
It is
Second
January.
pro bono.
Pro bono.
I'll give you a pro bono.
It's January 13th. On this day in history in the year 1128, Pope Honorius II grants a papal sanction to the military order known as the Knights Templar, declaring it to be an army of God.
Are you sure that wasn't like Star Wars or something? That was
almost. It was the Crusades, and guess where they went? To Palestine, and guess who they killed? Muslims.
Wow.
Wow, it's been going on for almost 1,000 years.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do?
What you gonna do?
What?
Problem's almost solved.
It's cops.
What? Oh. That was something. Anyway.
Bad boys.
Off to a...
Can I just say something?
Yes, please. Please do.
I have multiple clocks in my house.
Sorry.
Clocks.
Oh.
I said it very clear for you.
It's just weird because I have a lot of roosters in my house.
Yeah. I saw a hat yesterday at the Buckle.
Okay.
It was a trucker hat with a patch and a rooster on the front, and right next to it, it was like a label. It said cock.
Oh.
I almost got it for you.
Oh.
Yeah, it was close.
That would have been cool.
But it was at the Buckle, so it was like $180.
Like douchey enough to wear something like that, though.
Anyway, I like having lots of clocks in the house.
Yeah.
3 of my clocks stopped working at the exact same time.
Could that be because you changed the batteries on them all at the same time?
It must be, but I didn't get all of them at the same time.
Even your clocks die in threes.
Yeah, there you go.
The rule of 3.
The rule of 3.
Were they all different kinds of battery, like Energizer, Duracell, and...
Actually, they were.
Oh, there you go.
They were.
See, now you know which ones work better.
Well, I don't know. They all died at the same time, so I'd have to think back to which one.
Do the math, and then always buy those batteries.
I think the one in my bathroom has died more often, and it was an Energizer.
The Energizer Bunny?
So get Duracell.
He goes on and on and on and on.
No.
And on and on.
Not in a clock.
Huh. Only in bunnies.
And batteries are expensive.
They are. I actually went to Harbor Freight last weekend and got a pack of like 20 for $4.99, 20 AA's.
But they're light?
Yeah. And I put them in my Xbox controller and they're dead.
They literally have less juice.
Yeah, one set is already dead within 6 days.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Anyway, Scotty, how you been, man?
Been good. Been busy.
I literally haven't. Well, we've texted.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It took me 25 episodes to come back.
Yeah. As you have probably know, we use Open Arms, by metaphors to
Yeah.
close every
I
episode.
was going to thank you for that. That's
well,
so cool.
I think we're going to change it today to another Scotty song.
Rad.
So you're going to get to choose if you want it to be a metaphor song. I know you're working on a new acoustic EP.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
working
that'd
on.
be cool.
I'm trying. Last year I was supposed to release a couple EPs, and now I think I'm just going to consolidate into
Yeah.
one album this year,
Yeah.
just to get it done.
Well, you did
But-
release that collaboration,
Yeah,
which we played on the podcast.
that was
What
cool.
was the name of that band?
Oh yeah,
That
with those adolescents.
I've been waiting
They
to
were
come back
teenagers.
and clarify.
Oh,
So I think they're like
13, 14?
I don't know their exact ages, but they're.
Did you
Like
meet
high
them
school
when you
to
were creeping
maybe
around high
20
school? Or?
I was hanging around at junior high one day, and I saw a kid with a guitar.
Scotty is good at Instagram.
No, I'm just kidding. That was totally an Instagram thing.
Yeah, I know.
They saw me, they followed me, and
Well, what's your
I like their
clarification?
band. So, it's kind of that's it. It's just an Instagram connection that they reached out and they said, "Hey, we have this song," and
Just a Tinder connection.
so
Did I play it off like
I
they?
swiped right, and
Yeah, I don't remember how I did. I play it off like
no,
they wanted to collaborate with you, like you were the main.
Oh, I can't remember. I think you made it sound like I was creeping on them.
yeah, I did. I definitely did that because I think I said the bigger question here is
Yeah,
why
yeah.
is Scotty hanging around
Oh,
with 12-year-olds?
I see.
That's
So
right.
you're clarifying Spencer. I got you.
Yeah.
No, it was a collaboration. Not everything goes that
It's
way.
funny.
Yeah.
It's funny because Luis posted something on Facebook yesterday about like 4 episodes ago, and I was like, I
Yeah,
don't
can't
remember what we talked about. So
Yeah,
that
when-
was last year. I mean, geez.
When we put the episodes up and I have to write a brief description,
Yeah.
you'll notice some of them have none because I don't remember.
Right.
So I just say we talked.
We've moved on.
Yeah.
No, but do message us, and we'll go.
No,
back
I
and-
enjoyed Luis's take.
Did you
on-
hear my comeback?
I did. Well, it's not really a comeback.
Or
it was
whatever
a
you wanna call
response. A response to his inquiry
Same difference.
about what is it? NAFA, the National Association for the Advancement of Fat Acceptance.
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah.
I can never remember. Good job.
NAAFA probably. That's what they go by. But so anyway, how's the EP coming, man?
So it's good. I've got a bunch of the music already done. It's just I got to get vocals done.
Yeah.
The acoustic stuff, I have a bunch of ideas that aren't recorded yet, but I've been listening to a lot more, just like singer-songwriter kind of people. And
Yeah.
it's-
Sweet.
I love doing stuff with bands and making it sound really big, but
You're
kinda-
also very
I'm kinda
talented
going-
at writing acoustic. Yeah.
I want to see what I can do with just a guitar. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you to Default Minds for having me on that song.
Default Minds. That's right.
It's a band from Ogden,
Yep.
and yeah, they sent me a song and I wrote lyrics, and it took me almost a year to get back to them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was writing and I sent them lyrics and they said, okay, whatever. And I recorded them after like
Then
8
they-
or 9 months.
Pretty unique
They
sound.
graduated
Yeah.
high school and went off to college, and
One's on a mission.
yeah,
Yeah. No, that's they're a
Came
cool
back
band.
from his mission.
Yeah,
and
very unique
now the
sound.
song's done.
That's cool, man. So yeah, you got to choose
But-
another song for us to play at the end of every episode.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I have something to say.
Go.
So we're not talking about the wall today. I don't want to do that.
What wall?
Yeah, exactly. But we can just briefly mention that the government is still shut down, and some of our neighbors to the north, the Canadians, are taking pity on us.
Really?
Yeah. There was a CNN story here. Canadian
Oh,
air
real
traffic
reputable source there.
I know. Canadian air traffic controllers send pizza to U.S. counterparts.
Which source is this?
Yeah. To U.S. counterparts affected by shutdown.
You know, you and I have both worked in pizza.
Yeah.
I'd be so pissed to get that order.
Whatever. They don't have any money to tip.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. Big orders are hit and miss because sometimes you
Sometimes
get a
they tip you.
huge tip.
Sometimes they don't.
I've gotten $100 tip before on a big order.
I got a $50 tip once on a $15 order.
Wow.
Yeah.
But anyway,
They were
Yeah.
the
trying to hit
Canadians
on
are
you.
pitying us.
That's good. So air traffic control.
Yeah, they got pizza.
Did you hear
And
about the gun that made it through TSA?
like every day? It was a
You know, the guy flew from it was a Delta flight somewhere in the U.S. to China, I think. And when he got there, he reported that he had successfully taken a firearm through TSA. I don't know why to make a point.
Yeah,
guess.
I would just be like, "Oh my gosh.
I think he did it on purpose and waited till he got to China because then he wouldn't be arrested.
Well, they're not getting checks, so I mean.
Yep. They're not getting checks, so they're not going to check you.
Yeah. It's freaking wild over there. Speaking of lines and standing in lines, like you do at the TSA, there I was at a Wells Fargo on Saturday depositing some cash money.
Is it just me or does Spencer stand in line a lot? Like every episode, I think, starts with you standing in line somewhere.
so.
Usually at Maverick.
Has been recently, huh?
Yeah.
And I was standing in line, and a guy walks into the building behind me. And, you know, at Wells Fargo, they have the bankers that sit at desks, and sometimes they'll greet you. And this guy walks in that looks Hispanic.
They only greet you if they think you like could qualify for a loan.
Well, yeah, they always greet me, so I don't know what they're thinking.
That guy needs a loan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
But he walked in. This guy looked very Hispanic, like big bushy black mustache.
Right over the wall.
Yeah.
Just over the wall.
Yeah. And so the Hispanic banker greeted him in Spanish.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He made an assumption there.
She made an assumption. And
so I don't speak English
no
or Spanish.
No, it was like so. And then he spoke, and it was the biggest country. Excuse me.
Oh my gosh! Really? Oh.
Like
he's like from Texas.
Like he just got back from a wall rally or something.
Oh. I mean, what's worse, doing that or getting the gender wrong?
I don't know.
Nowadays.
Well,
I feel like people deserve a little bit of a like a gap for the gender one now.
Well, yeah.
I'm not saying anything against transgender people, but sometimes it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
You know? So
I mean, it depends how good of a job.
Or how long they've been transitioning, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But what's worse? Like,
I don't
hola!
know.
What the did you just say to me?
Excuse me?
I don't speak that.
This is America. And I just looked around and I was like,
I'm in a Wells Fargo for crying out loud.
I was surprised. I was shocked. I was like, this, what?
Do you think if I spoke Spanish, I would frequent a Wells Fargo? Are you serious right now? Oh, man. That's good.
I'm so glad I don't work in a credit union anymore.
Yeah.
That's right. You used to work at America First, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 7 years.
You and Danny.
My sister works there currently at their office.
AFCU. That's not actually their thing, but it should be. Yeah.
We'll write you a jingle. Just
Yeah.
email our take
That's
podcast.
another thing that we
Jingles.
get into.
Yeah,
Jingles.
Before Scotty got here, I was recording some voiceover stuff just to see if we could make a few bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever you're writing songs, just write jingles like
Or just
5 seconds
write,
long.
like, nothing voice stuff. And
Yeah.
people are like, yeah, I like the sound of your voice.
Thanks. Yeah. Speaking of us being poor, I've got one more thing, one more grievance to air.
Just cutting right to it.
So I was perusing
Yeah.
the internet.
Yep.
And I where was I don't know. Anyway,
You were on the internet?
yeah, and I read something and I realized that there's only one big difference between a luxury car and a non-luxury car. Like,
Wait.
there's only one big difference between a Toyota Corolla and a Lexus blah 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 blah. What I don't know their
It
name.
is a hand-stitched steering wheel.
No.
Oh.
No. No.
A logo.
I mean, obviously, well, see,
By the way, some people, their cars have that.
mine has.
A hand-stitched steering wheel.
I don't know if it's hand stitched, but it's leather and stitched.
There is a woman or
For
a young
Bentleys.
child stitching your steering wheel together.
Well, Bentleys have hand painted like
That's true.
pinstripes and stuff.
Pinstripe.
But anyway, the biggest difference between your Toyota Camry and your Lexus ES 672, I don't know, Lexus names, I don't know,
No, they're all weird.
is soundproofing. They
Oh,
put
that's true.
soundproofing in the nice cars and they don't in the other cars.
Yep. And you can buy that
I
stuff.
can see that.
Yeah, you can.
You can buy it on Amazon, take your door off.
Yes. I mean, it'd be a huge pain, but yes, you could.
But like, so if you bought a Toyota Camry and you wanted better sound,
Right.
so you could be like, I'm going to spend $30,000 more and get the Lexus,
Right.
or $1,000 more and like 20 hours of my time
Right.
to just put the same soundproofing in.
Right. You can probably get an audio place to do it for you too, because
Yep.
they do that to
Yeah,
those
that's
really
true.
nice
Yep.
sound systems and stuff. But yeah, you have to take off all your door panels and
Floor.
floor and your carpet and your seats because they put a layer there on the bottom
Yep.
of the car, but that's the biggest difference.
And it's important, man. I hate both of my cars because they're loud.
Yeah, I realized how loud
yeah.
mine is the other day. It is pretty noisy.
Yeah. We'll put on a podcast when we're driving somewhere, me and Ashley, and
Right.
we have to crank it to like, 40,
Right.
40 is like the high in my car.
Right.
We have to go to like 45.
Whoa.
And if we want to talk like, what?
Right.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
yeah.
gotta pee! Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. Maybe maybe
car.
put
Pull
some,
the
car over!
some soundproofing in. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Pull your vehicle to the side of the road. You guys been sucking back Grandpa's old cough medicine, have you? Dumb and Dumber.
Something's really wrong.
That's a new drop I have.
I like it. Give me that bottle, you pumpkin pie haircutted little freak. All right.
Flushed a Pooh Bear?
So I went and saw Vice.
The movie?
Yes.
I don't know, like a vice grip. I don't know,
I went on a ride along with the Vice team. I don't know. No, I went and saw Vice, which is a biopic directed and written by Adam McKay.
by Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz
Is it
and
about Ted
and
Cruz?
Adam McKay about Dick Cheney.
He is kind of a dick.
Yes,
Cheney.
Dick Cheney. He is kind of a Dick Cheney.
So you did see it.
I did.
Okay.
And
What'd you
Christian
think?
Bale is unbelievable. in
Yeah,
that
I've
I
heard
movie.
love that guy, man.
And Sam Rockwell plays W. He does pretty good. He's just really goofy.
Well,
But I got to be honest, they put a lot of comedy in it, but it is overall, it's really disconcerting.
what expound?
It's just off-putting the amount of power that man gave to himself, and no one questioned it.
See, but this is the problem I have with the movie. Is that really what happened?
Well, I'll just give you I'll give you one
Right.
example that I think that if it wasn't true, it would be easy to refute. Okay?
Uh-huh.
One example. The vice president is the president of the Senate.
Right.
So he obviously would have an office in the White House and an office in the Senate.
Yeah.
He got an office in the Senate, in the White House, in the House of Representatives, at the Pentagon, and I believe even I think it was at one other place. So he had offices at
So he had
all of the
personal
different
offices there?
Yes.
Whoa.
So he could influence policy at all those different places. He worked for Donald Rumsfeld in the 70s with Gerald Ford. And who does he make Bush hire as the Secretary of Defense? Donald Rumsfeld. And he controlled him. It's very disturbing.
What was his end game? What was the reasoning that
They
think that
make
he did
him
this?
they make him look like a warmonger, he just wanted to be at war.
Huh.
And his company that he was the CEO of, Halliburton,
Right.
made a lot of money on no bid contracts during the war. Like a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like their stock rose 500%.
Yeah, I know.
No bid contracts.
Huh.
Yeah. So, and he tells, I don't know. You just should see it. His daughter is gay, and he goes most of his career running for vice president without ever selling her out. He refuses to talk about it.
Right.
But then after he is done being vice president, his other daughter is running for a seat in Wyoming.
Right, which she currently holds, I believe.
Yes. And that came up. Her opponent brought it up.
Uh-huh.
And she totally sold her sister out,
Really?
saying she was opposed to gay marriage. And the gay sister knows that would never have happened without Dick's blessing.
Oh, really?
So the whole family sold out this one sister so that she could get elected to the House.
I don't get it, man. I don't get politics. I don't get why people want to be in these positions. I guess it just doesn't click in my brain. I also don't understand why they want to keep making more money. Like, why...
Right. So when he retired from Halliburton, they gave him like $23 million.
Right.
And he was done. He was retired
Right.
when Bush approached him to be VP.
Right.
And he basically laid it out for President Bush. He's like, you want me as your VP? I'm going to run domestic policy. I'm going to run foreign policy. I want to be in charge of like the nominations. Like he was basically running the whole show for the first 4 years. And Bush was like, sure, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's have you come in, because Dick had worked in the White House before.
Bush was the governor of Texas.
Yeah.
And he owned the Texas Rangers.
Yeah. But anyway, apparently the vice president, the vice president's actually not really beholden to anybody because they're the president of the Senate.
Right.
But also the vice, they have all this executive power. It's crazy. The overreach was astounding.
Yeah, because from what I've gathered, the vice president position, it doesn't seem to be something that most people want. It seems to be...
That was one of the main points of the movie until he realized he had an attorney that was always by his side, and that attorney was one who pointed out all the powers you can have as vice president.
Oh, okay.
But at the end of the movie, this is where it's a little bit loose from Adam McKay. He ties everything back to Cheney. So
okay.
the Iraq War was a complete fabrication. Mm-hmm. We know that now, right? And we lost over 2,000 soldiers there, and we killed 600,000 civilians.
Right.
And ISIS, because of our invasion, ISIS sprung up, and they've killed 20,000 people. They blamed all of that on Cheney.
Oh, gosh, that's going to be an awkward Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So
don't want to be at the Cheney table.
Really good. I mean, but just the acting alone, wow, Christian Bale, really, really good.
Really, really good.
He won the Golden Globe for it.
Yeah.
I want you off the set, you prick.
Sorry.
No, don't just be sorry. Think for one second.
I dropped a peanut M&M and it rolled over here.
Am I going to walk around and rip your lights down in the middle of a scene?
Those are Christmas lights. I put them up to make everyone happy.
Then why the are you walking right through? Da-da-da-da, like this in the background. What the is it with you?
Boy, you were going to owe a fortune to the swear jar.
You got any idea about, hey, it's distracting having somebody walking up behind Bryce in the middle of the scene? Give me a answer.
I don't get it.
What don't you get about it?
I don't get why we need another Terminator. I don't get it. Oh, and by the way, sorry, I ate that last piece of pie that you were saving for yourself.
Oh, good for you. And how was it?
It was good.
I hope it was good because it's useless now, isn't it?
Well, it's nourishing me, so that's
Sake, man, you're amateur.
I don't know that word.
Stay off the set, man. Right, let's go
You
again.
ever heard that,
Can we
Scotty?
just take a minute?
Let's not take
part
a
of it.
minute. Let's go again.
I gotta go pee, and I want to walk around some more, but I want to do it while the scene's going.
You're a nice
You're
guy.
unbelievable, man.
I just don't understand.
You don't understand what it's like working with actors. That's what that is.
I don't think that's what that
That's
is.
what that is, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, my family's coming to town. Do you mind pretending
Have
that I'm
you
the director?
ever had a day like that?
For a second,
Don't
all
hurt me, Mr. Bale.
I'm gonna go. You want me to go trash your lights?
No.
Do you want me to trash them?
No, I don't want you to trash him.
You do it one more time, and I ain't walking on this set if you're still hired.
Sorry, it's my first day.
I'm serious. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy.
I don't feel like a nice guy.
But I don't
You gotta cut
cut
that
it
one as a
when you-
drop.
Yeah.
You're a nice guy.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, Christian Bale has
have
some
you
anger
ever-
issues.
I didn't know it was that long.
Have you ever gone off like that on someone?
I don't think so.
Scotty? You ever had a really bad day and you took
I
it
don't
out
think
on
I've
someone
ever
else?
lashed out
I
at
don't think
people
I've
like
lashed
that.
out at some. I let's see. Hold on. I have
Because it was
made-
probably not this guy's fault.
I made
Yeah.
an insurance lady cry. I did do that because it was when my
That counts.
when my last Honda Civic was it was in a wreck, and the value of the car was around $11,000, and it cost them
Like 10-9.
yeah
Yeah, and they
to
wouldn't total
fix,
it.
and they didn't total it,
Oh.
and I was so mad that
Yeah.
I called the adjuster, and she was
laid
like,
into
"Please,
her.
sir, stop swearing at me." I've never done
Why
that.
didn't you just hang up?
I had never done that before, and so Bear River Mutual, they suck. Anyway,
I have worked in customer service, and anytime someone starts getting that way with me,
yeah,
I give them a warning. You know, I'm like, hey, you know what? If you can't keep it together, I'm just going to end this now.
Right.
That usually elicits a bigger freak out from them.
Oh, yeah,
At which
for
point
sure.
I hang up.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I'm like, oh, come on. I got to put up with this.
Right.
Scotty, you ever had
Yeah.
anything?
The only time I really got mad at anybody and said something was I went to Big O. I think it was Big O in Kaysville, and I got an oil change.
You sure it wasn't Burt Brothers? Because we talked about that last episode.
Oh,
Danny got screwed by Burt Brothers, and we
that's
talked
the
about
one
it.
that's right by Bowman's.
That's Big O.
Big O, yeah. No, they changed my oil, and then I was driving up the canyon a couple days later.
They
My
didn't put
engine
your
blew
oil.
up.
They didn't put your oil cap back on.
They did something.
Your engine blew up?
Yeah. Like it.
Speaking of that, I saw a car
It
on the freeway
overheated.
today
I
on
had to
fire.
buy a new car.
Really?
Like,
Wait, your engine blew up and you had to buy a new car.
Yeah, it was like the damage was
And
bad enough that I had to buy a new car.
They didn't
so
do anything?
I went back and explained it, and I was like, look, I didn't have any problem before I changed my oil.
Right.
I drive it the next day, and it blows up. And the guys were like, well, you got your receipt, right?
what does that have to do
Yeah, I
with
got my
anything?
receipt, but I think you guys messed up, and I didn't have any proof, and so
Right.
they just wouldn't do
You got to
anything.
go
How
in
do you-
guns
I was
a-blazing
so
there.
mad.
How
And
do you
the guy
get
that I was
proof
yelling
of
at,
that?
I went to high school with the guy that was the manager.
Yeah.
Said,
Just doesn't matter.
I was like, I don't care at this point. Usually I'm nice to people that I know, but
Sure. Speaking of people who, I got two
that
stories.
was the
to
only
share.
time I really freaked out.
I got two.
Okay.
Not of one of me
All right.
and one of my dad.
Okay.
So the one for me is let me preface this. Okay, I graduated from college in 2009, the height of the recession.
Right.
I could not find a job, so I was delivering pizzas. Mm-hmm. Because that's what I did through college. So I just kept doing it until I could find a job.
Right.
Yeah.
I was not happy doing this.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you should know, everyone should know that redheads suck your soul, first of all.
Well, of course.
No, you should know that during the winter, if you're a redhead, you start to look like crap. Because
During the winter?
Because
Are
your
you-
skin
You get whiter or
pales, right?
Right.
And I get a lot. I get like, are you okay? You okay, man? And I had a boss at the time who I had no respect for at Domino's. And he would frequently, like,
He is kind of a dick.
he was. And he would always ask me, like, you okay, man? You know, and it just bugged me. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go in kind of all smiles. I was kind of a leader in the store, you know, and I would vent to Ashley about it every day. I'm like, I don't understand why he's asking me he's like, are you mad? Are you mad? You okay? You know? I'm like, dude, I just got to work. No, I'm not okay. So I told Ashley, I said, I'm going in all smiles today, energetic, and if he says anything to me, I'm going to lose my mind. And sure enough, he comes walking out of the office as I'm at the computer clocking in. Luckily, there's no customers in the store because he says, hey, Sherm, you okay, man? You look a little mad. And I was like, dude, what do you want from me, man? I'm fine. What do you want? I'm fine. Stop asking me if I'm okay. I'm fine. I don't want to be here. I'm at work, but I don't know what you want from me. You keep asking me if I'm okay. Now I'm not. So that was, anyway, that was my freak out. The one time
What did he say?
he was like, all right, man, cool. Like, sorry. I'm like, look, you're a nice guy. No, I just said, like, look, man, you ask me if I'm okay every single day, and some days, no, I'm not. You know, I really don't want to work here any longer.
He wasn't like,
Take a seat right over there.
He could have fired me right then.
Go ahead and take a seat.
I was like
Take a seat right over there.
openly insubordinate, you know, swearing at him in front of all these other employees. I was so pissed. Second story.
okay.
When I was 18, I was going to buy my first car by myself. Like I got a hand-me-down car from my brother,
Right.
but I was going to buy my first car, and my parents helped me. You know, I had a loan. They helped me like shop because they're like, we gotta play the game.
Right.
You don't know the game yet, right?
Right.
So we go to this little car dealership, and it turns out that the general manager is my dad's friend from high school.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Right? And we test drive an Altima. It's a Nissan Altima. Nice little car, you know, and I think it was like, I don't know, $6,000. This is, you know, I was like, all right,
Yeah.
this is in 2007, 2.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a nice car. Let's do it. Let's get the paperwork. You know, my dad's like, yeah, that sounds like a good deal. We buy the car, and we get it home, and that night, my dad, he has the insomnia anyway, so he never sleeps, but he was just hopped online to look at this, like, car. He kind of had a feeling.
Right.
So he found the car VIN match, right? So it's
Okay,
not
yeah.
like the same model, like VIN match. He found it advertised on their website for way cheaper than we bought it for.
No way.
Serious?
Yeah. And he went in there, and we call it white lips when my dad gets mad. Because his lips get tight and they turn white. I wasn't with him. I was at work, and his friend wasn't there, but he went in there, guns a-blazing, and was like, "You guys are going to return this car right now. You're going to give my money back." Like and if you guys know my dad,
Yeah.
he's kind of a bigger guy,
Yeah.
intimidating, right?
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
I've been around my dad when
Yeah.
he's been mad. You know, he's hit me. Just kidding. No, my dad's never hit anybody. But anyway, that's another story of someone I know.
Did
who
they
freaked
return?
out.
Did they
They
take the
did.
car back?
They took it back, which is weird. Used car dealerships never do that.
No way.
You buy them as is.
Yeah.
But he went in there hot.
Scared that
And they're
out of
like,
him.
okay,
All right,
sir.
all right, man.
Just
Sorry.
bring it back. Here's your
Please.
shaking with cash. Here's your cash back. Oh man, that was pretty funny.
Oh, geez, that's crazy.
So that's freakouts. If you want to see another funny one, look up Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, yeah.
Another what? Oh,
Another
we've
freak
played
out.
that one before.
I think we've
haven't
played it.
we? Yeah, where he.
Yeah, and we played the Stewie version.
We'll do it
afterwards.
live.
Yeah.
We'll do it live.
Do it live.
And your kids died too.
Christian Bale, though, man, that one went on forever.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
It's like almost like he just
trim that one down. And editing.
It's almost like he noticed halfway through, and he's like, "Well, now I got to commit."
I know. Like this is crazy. I'm gonna have to take this all the way. I can't just stop now.
I got to get this guy fired. I gotta call his wife a hooker. I don't know what else I got to do here, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
yeah, a lot of people lost a lot of respect that day.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Bale.
I mean, I've always had the general idea that actors aren't very stable or that intelligent for the most part, so that doesn't really.
Well, there's two different kinds of actors. There's actors who can just turn it on when they say action,
Right.
and then there's actors who play the role for the whole time they're shooting.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
I know.
Stay in
You know,
character.
they stay in character, and so if he's playing John Connor,
he's yelling at everybody.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not he's not an excuse to be a dick. But
He's I don't know. He had some issues. He's
did he
been
go to rehab that day?
No, but I'm trying to think. He had something with his family where the police were called because he was doing the same sort of thing.
Yeah, a little bit of alcohol, probably.
Yeah, he has some.
I mean, that's happened to everybody. It happened to Alec Baldwin, Mel Gibson.
That's what I mean. Actors are a little
what's his name?
unstable.
Yeah.
Because has that ever happened to any of you?
Well, I mean, I just told you.
No, but not to that extent where you they're all
He's kind of a dick.
Hasselhoff? Yeah, Hasselhoff had that one.
They're all super red personalities, and they just
Yep.
they just lose it, man. They just lose it.
Oh, something's really wrong.
Yeah. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy. You got the little scent of an accent.
Yeah, I
There.
know.
Anyway,
All right, we're gonna go ahead and take our first break.
cool.
If that's okay, is that agreeable with everyone?
As long as we have more from Scotty coming up.
Oh, we got.
I did a lot of talking.
We have so much from Scotty.
So much.
When we come back, we've got some. I may only have a couple random headlines today, but basically, the Titanic is coming.
You're in for a treat with the Onion or InfoWars
That's
too.
Titanic reference. Infowar versus Onion. I can't get the name right on that. And apparently, animals in Australia are just smarter than they are here. But we will be back here, and Brian will be biting a trash panda.
Uh huh.
So, a crazy ex-girlfriend sings this hilarious song.
Uh-huh.
It's all about how she's having her period, but the other guy she wanted to impress, the one who created the social media app, he walks in while she's singing, so now he's not into her either.
Uh-huh.
Will you get me more salsa?
Uh-huh.
Brian, will you get me more salsa?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry, got it. They only had mild. Well, I'm sorry it's so disgusting, but that's all they have. Oh, what, you gonna die if you have to eat mild salsa? Come on. Wait, are you... Oh my god, are you choking? Someone... I don't... Heimlich maneuver. How do you do the Heimlich maneuver? Come on. Damn it, I've got one song by Heim on my phone, and every time I try to type Heimlich, it...
We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you these random headlines.
The most well-known podcast segment, I think of all time right now.
Worldwide.
It's trending.
Yeah, I think worldwide.
We need to brand it and probably trademark random headlines.
Well, proof of concept is right now.
Good.
January. I mean, we've been doing it forever, but it's January 13th. Kind of. What was the other thing I did a proof of concept for? Flavored ice cubes.
That's
what it
right.
was.
Flavored ice cubes.
Coming to your... Oh, hey, I have something. I tried nugget ice today in my Mountain Dew.
Yeah?
Instead of cubed ice.
Okay.
And I think it did taste better.
Oh, my God.
I don't normally like Maverick Mountain Dew, and I liked it.
Huh. All right. We
Maybe
we need to do this then. We
Maybe
need to
I
do
had a bad gingivitis day. So it tasted better.
No, I don't know.
But
Sometimes they don't get the mixture right.
Yeah, no, the nugget ice was good.
No, I'm telling you,
All right.
it does something. I
Yep.
don't know.
On to random headlines. What do you got?
I've got 3 stories. 2 of them are out of Australia. Now,
man, so many.
I know.
I gotta move to Australia.
Yeah.
Actually, this
The
might
Outback.
be.
Seems so fun.
Do you think the Outback Steakhouse guy is really Australian? Like on the commercials?
Oh, I don't know. Oh,
Right
this is-
now, surf and turf.
This is actually out of New Zealand. Sorry.
You know.
But anyway, now you'll recall either last episode or the episode before. I don't remember. We saw frogs riding on
on a
snakes'
snake.
backs.
Yep.
Well, rabbits are now riding on sheep's backs to avoid floodwaters.
This is like freaking Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy stuff, man.
Yeah?
Like, the animals are figuring stuff out.
I'm just.
Massive
Just.
evolution.
Do you have a picture?
Yeah, I do. There's I think there's a couple of them in there. There's one right there, here, over here.
Oh, there's like multiple.
Yeah.
So there's flooding in the Zealand of New.
New Zealand and Australia are both experiencing floods, I guess.
Well,
And,
imagine that.
Yeah. And the rabbits are much like the frogs jumping on the sheep's back to escape the floodwaters.
Have you ever felt a sheep's back?
No.
Like, it would be hard to
these are
balance
but
on
these
there.
are weird looking sheep, though. Well, that rabbit does look like he's having kind of a
he's
hard
having
time.
They just haven't been sheared yet.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know. Don't they look a little different?
Did you know, like, that if you let a sheep go in the wild, they won't... They're the only ones who can't adapt.
Really?
Because their wool just grows crazy and they
Can't
can't...
see after a while.
Yeah. They
They
have to
probably
be
don't
sheared.
last for easy target.
Yeah.
They're
Although
pretty
their
dense.
fluff would just stop the
Yeah.
bullet.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So, have you ever been walking by someone's house and heard like a couple fighting or anything, yelling and screaming? I used to
I
have
have a
neighbors
story,
that
yeah.
fought.
Did you?
We had
Yeah.
a lady run over. Like, we lived in a cul-de-sac when I was younger, and she ran across the street to our house to escape something at our house.
Really?
Like,
I was
don't come
really
here.
young, but she just ran right in the door.
Like, hey,
was weird.
I'm gonna need you to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the police were called on a man in Australia because neighbors were walking past the house and they just heard this man yelling and screaming and he was saying, "Why won't you die?" Really loud.
Like,
all right?
Austin Powers.
Yeah, like super loud.
Why
like,
won't you die? He was playing like Call of Duty or
No,
something.
no. So the police show up, lights and sirens, okay, and they go into this house, and
Probable cause.
the Australian man was trying to kill a spider. And apparently he has a very, very, very strong arachnophobia, and he was just completely freaking out.
Well,
No way.
Australian spiders.
Yeah, I agree. They are freaking big and scary.
Yeah, we're not
and-
talking about a little, the ones we get in Utah
You know
here.
what's weird about Australia is that they like it's expected that you're going to get a snake in your house at some point. Like they have, like the ones that the snake hook that Steve
Yeah.
Irwin. There's like
They just-
standard equipment
It's
in
just
your house.
like on the door above.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a standard. You put it next to your fire poker, and then there's
Right.
a snake catcher.
Where's your broom? Oh, it's next to the snake
Yeah,
catcher.
Yeah, basically.
Under the
man.
butterfly net.
But yeah, but the video game, when you said he was playing video games,
Oh, yeah.
I've often wondered, because remember we were at Randy's playing, and I was
You were yelling.
freaking losing my mind
At the top of your lungs.
Yeah, and I've done that before. Like I told you that
He shares a wall.
we had a game back when I lived in an apartment. We were playing Smash Brothers, and I won. I miraculously won this game, and I got amped up, and I freaking went to the kitchen and broke a glass. I just picked up a freaking glass that was on the counter and threw it on the ground. Like, ah!
We were all into it. I did kind of black out when I won that game of Gun Game.
Yeah.
I kind of got some tunnel vision.
Yeah.
But he does share a wall with his neighbors.
I know.
and Spencer was
I
like,
just I just wonder if they're like, are they shooting gay porn in there? Like, what is going on in there? What is happening? I just hope that the neighbors.
I do that in my car.
Yeah, of course.
I wonder if people like
That's kind of fun.
they're in the crosswalk.
I feel like
See me like
I feel
my
like,
hair's moving because I'm yelling. So
I know. I feel like I've been in the fast lane and I've been like singing a song or something, and I see people like get out of my way, like because they think that I'm get out of my way,
Yeah.
freaking out. Like, no, I'm just
no, I'm just
Singing some
singing a
Rage.
song in
yeah,
the
just listening
daylight.
to
like
Rage.
like
Oh
an
my
idiot.
gosh! Speaking of Rage, did you guys see that video I shared?
Oh,
Where they put they mashed up Rage killing in the name to Michelle Branch. Is it Michelle Branch? That was freaking
yeah.
hilarious.
No way.
Well, I'll share it to the Our Take podcast page.
Okay,
Anyway.
we got one more random headline here.
Okay.
And there's a news station here. We got some audio.
Okay.
Of it. It's quite compelling.
Fucking me! Pick up, you bastards! Is there anyone there?
Yes, what you see?
Fatberg, right ahead!
Right ahead!
Can you imagine? There you are in the sewers of England.
They found a fatberg again.
Not just any fatberg.
It's always in England, man.
This is the biggest fatberg ever.
Like bigger than the one that they found that I told
This one is
you
the
about.
size of the White House.
Shut up.
That
So
big?
this is from NPR. This is just a couple days ago. Let's see. Southwest Water reports the monstrous clump lurking beneath the town of Sidmouth in Devon measures 210 feet, making it longer than the height of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, more than 13 end-to-end Hummer H2s, and 42 feet longer than the White House.
Who thinks of these comparisons?
I know, right? It's kind of
You know what? I do know how big an H2 is. You know? So it wasn't in Kent.
No, it's the largest discovered in our service history, and it will take the sewer team around 8 weeks to dissect this monster in exceptionally challenging work conditions.
For those of you who don't know, a fatberg is congealed fat mixed with baby wipes.
That's right. Right here at the Our Take podcast, we are the first for your breaking fatberg news.
Don't flush wipes, and don't pour your fat from your meat down your drain.
Yeah,
You put that in the garbage.
it congeals with your poo, and next thing you know, you've got a fatberg.
Even the wipes that say flushable, for all you dudes out there, don't do it. Just don't do it.
Listen to this audio. Like a boat ran into this man.
Yeah.
And
it's one
and
way to
Leonardo
build an
DiCaprio
island.
died. There wasn't enough room,
Wasn't
on,
enough
the,
room.
on the door.
Was not enough
'cause
room.
of the fatberg. This fatberg was literally as big as the iceberg that sank the Titanic.
Yeah, it's probably smaller. Like the iceberg was probably smaller.
Imagine if this thing went out to sea.
What? I mean,
we get a sequel, Titanic 2.
Oh my! Because they're building another Titanic, right?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, and it's
like they're making one that will actually function.
Yeah.
That's just you're asking for.
I know,
man.
right?
Jeez.
And somehow it hits a fatberg, not even an iceberg.
That would just be a fatberg. Translated into our time, 107 years later. Oh my gosh.
Oh man! So yeah, this is the biggest one on record. As big as.
Did it say the weight?
I don't know if they're able to. Oh yeah, 130 ton.
Remind me, how many H2s?
That is, especially they don't even make those anymore.
No.
And this is out of England where they don't. Yeah, it's 13 end-to-end Hummer H2s.
It is the size of 4,000 Matchbox cars laid end to end. Oh, weird. Fatbergs, man. They come up a lot on this podcast. They're just crazy.
This is your number one source for Fatberg News, the Arte podcast.
Yep. All those guys with itchy buttholes who use wipes.
Yeah, I mean, they're great.
Put them in the garbage.
They're great, don't get me wrong.
Get yourself a diaper genie for your wipes. You use a wipe, put it in there, twist it. Have a little baggie.
Oh.
That's actually really smart.
A diaper genie for your wipes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should market that for adults.
No, it's still going on.
Proof of concept. This is the longest clip.
The Fatberg, man. It's just still happening.
Wreaking havoc.
Yeah. Oh, it sucked to find that. You'd be like, oh.
Yeah, can you just walk away from that?
Yeah, you're like, do we have to? No. I would knock on every door in that neighborhood. Be like, you son of a bitch.
Listen here. Get down there and find your wipe.
Yeah. DNA testing.
DNA test.
All right. So, last time we had Scotty on, it was the genesis of the podcast. Still, there's only the third episode. We've come a long way
for sure. And episode 1's back up as promised.
Yeah, don't listen to it.
Don't listen to it though.
We didn't have this segment yet where we ask our guest to tell us. Oh wait, no,
this goes one step further. I shared the worst day of my life.
I forgot,
and I put it out into Facebook. If you have the worst day of your life, let us know. Come share it on the cast. And Scotty reached out
and smacked you and said, "Yeah, I'll come tell you my story."
It seemed compelling.
Not only is this Scotty's crazy story, but it is also the worst day of his life.
Let's hear it.
Worst.
Need a nice drop for that.
Yeah,
gotta find one.
This is.
So, Scotty, what happened on the worst day of your life?
So the title of this story is probably one of the most boring stories of my life because I would name it Scotty Chokes on a Costco Chicken Bake. But that's not all there is to this story.
I think I saw a video like that on Pornhub the other day.
Oh my gosh. A little different.
Favorite. Actually.
I did learn something about myself. There's a good moral to the story.
All right.
But, no, just random, it's a clean story, I promise.
We have to mute Spencer. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, so just normal day at work. I was going to Costco because I work in Bountiful and it's really close to the office. And usually you get a hot dog or slice of pizza. And I was like, I want to try a chicken bake. I remember.
What is a chicken bake?
A buddy of mine said they were good. I actually bought a box of them before I tried them. It's just like it's like a calzone with
it's like a pocket.
Some just like a long pocket with chicken and sauce inside. So I try it, and I got back to the office, and I was just sitting there with one other guy. Everybody else was gone, and I had a late lunch, so it's just me and this other guy. And all of a sudden, I started choking, which
is the worst.
I was like,
feeling.
I don't know if I'm just getting older, starting to choke on stuff now.
My epiglottis is not working as it used to.
And so I'm like, this is super boring TMI, but I'll drink a lot of water with the meal now because I'm 35, and it's just like figured it was aging.
I always use a drink to swallow. I burn through a lot of soda at
Oh,
meals. Yeah.
But I just started choking. I couldn't. I grabbed my phone and I was trying to look up YouTube videos on what to do when you choke.
Oh my gosh!
So I was like,
Scotty, you don't have time for that, man.
I was looking for like a 30-second answer,
and
all I
he
could
died
find
looking for.
Seriously, all I
Damn
could find-
ads! Skip ad! I'm suing Subaru. Oh,
It's like the 5, 4, 3, and then I die.
yeah.
Like I was like
I hit the
looking
skip
for.
too soon.
I was looking for a video. Everything I found was 5 minutes or more, so I was just like, screw this, and went to the bathroom. I was like trying to cough it out.
So
I probably went to the
were
bathroom
you partially
like
choking
4 times because I could breathe.
So you're like,
Yeah, I could talk and I could breathe, but I couldn't swallow.
so it wasn't fully. You're not even supposed to do the Heimlich maneuver, trademark by the way, unless someone is fully choking.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if they can't talk.
Yeah, if they can make any noise at all, you're not supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, at least according to Dr. Heimlich,
Yeah.
who is since dead from a choking incident. But I remember
have
learning in
YouTube.
school, you're supposed to go to a chair or to like a countertop and just like fall on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like shoving on my stomach. I was trying to sip water. I was like doing all these things that I found online. And I wasn't about to ask the other guy for the Heimlich maneuver because I could still talk.
Yeah. What are you, Gollum?
No, it turns out like what makes this worse is that a week before, like 7 days to the day before my daughter was born, and so we had a newborn at the house, and I did not want to call Michelle and be like, I'm in pain because she'd just given birth. But I just tried to swallow. I couldn't. And after like an hour or so,
Oh my gosh.
I was like trying to swallow, trying to work. I just figured it would go down eventually. I thought it was bread, but it was a piece of chicken. So it wasn't going anywhere.
You sat with a piece of chicken teetering between your trachea and esophagus for an hour?
It sucked.
That's crazy, man.
Super painful. But I just figured I'd swallow it or cough it up. And so I just kept coughing and I was like going back and forth to the bathroom. Eventually I was like, I gotta go. I don't know if I have a high pain tolerance or I'm just stupid, but I just left and I asked Michelle to drive me to the ER. And
so you made it home.
Yeah, I made it home. I was like,
shouldn't have
I'm gonna
driven.
Die on the freeway.
You shouldn't have been driving. One of my worst fears is
Makes you wonder
choking
who's
on the
driving
freeway, by the way.
I know, right?
Because if think about it, you're driving at 75 and you see someone on the side of the road making the choke symbol. You'd be like, nah, get out of here.
I gotta help that guy.
Yeah.
You're already gone.
Oh, sorry, man.
Goodbye.
I'll call someone.
But anyway, like long story short, I got to the ER. They had to put a balloon in my throat, dilate it, and pull it out.
So it was in your trachea.
Yeah.
But
It
just
was
not
down
obstructing
there. It was
all the
like
way.
right where your neck meets your shoulders, your collarbone.
So it wasn't
down
teetering between. It was actually in the
there. I
trachea.
could feel it. Yeah, it's like right around my Adam's apple.
But
Just
you were
would
able to
not go
force
down.
air around it.
Yeah. Super scary.
Did they try the Heimlich, or were they like, no, you don't do it if you can make noise?
No, they just they whipped me back, got me on a bed, and put me out.
Oh,
It
man.
was crazy.
Choking
I
is
didn't
like
think it was
nicking an
that
artery.
serious.
You have minutes.
Yeah. That's what I was worried about. I was like, dude, I got to drive. I drove so fast.
They make a face sucker now
They do?
for like at home choking by yourself.
Oh,
It's like
man.
basically a plunger you put on your face, and you yank, and it sucks makes pressure, sucks it out of your throat.
Gosh, that's smart.
Yeah,
Will it do the same thing to my?
no, doesn't work that way.
To your sink?
It's
You're going to say
I'm
sink.
just
huh?
wondering.
it's far too small.
I'm just wondering. You get constipated, and if it would. No.
So is that it? Is that the worst day of your
So
life?
I figured out
Okay.
by going to the ER, by buying a stupid chicken bake, that my throat is actually only like the diameter of a pencil. It's
Is that not
super
normal?
small. It's like less than half of what it should be.
And you're a vocalist.
Yeah. So to learn that now is like
That's weird.
kind of shocking. So
The diameter of a pencil
yeah, super small. I don't know why.
in your windpipe. So it's like you're like breathing through a straw all the time,
Yeah.
like a McDonald's straw, because they're
Pretty
thick
much.
like a pencil.
weird.
Which is weird because I can
How do you
hold a note for a long time.
You must have an amazing lung capacity.
I guess my lungs are good.
Yeah.
But
When I was singing in a
my
band,
throat sucks.
like daily when we were practicing, my lung capacity got massive.
Yeah.
Like huge. I was freaking Lance Armstrong. Resting heart
Seriously,
rate
I
of like
think-
40.
Ball cancer.
Yeah. One nut,
cheating. Like,
cheating,
crazy.
doping. Yeah. Red blood cells, everything. That's crazy.
You could.
Well, no, I'm totally afraid of choking, and I've choked many times in my life.
Really?
I've choked on butterscotch candies at least 3 times, so
Oh my
I refuse to eat them now. One time I was
Yeah.
only like 2 years old. My dad thought I was going to die.
Oh my
we,
gosh.
were at a house that my dad was building, so there was no phone, and this is 1986, so there's no
Yeah.
cell phones,
and
right?
everything.
And so I start to choke on a candy because, in my dad's infinite wisdom, he gave a butterscotch candy to a 2-year-old.
Jeez.
Yeah, Dad.
He's good.
Anyway, so yeah, he tried and he's got giant hands, like his thumb is like the size of this microphone.
Yeah.
So he tried to shake me upside down. He hit my back, and finally he did the scoop, which is like the last ditch because you can if you do the scoop, you can push it down.
Yeah.
But he did the scoop and he got it.
No way.
The other time I choked on a butterscotch was on Valentine's Day, probably in 5th grade. I got home. It was just me and my sister, my older sister. And I was eating my Valentine's candy. Popped a butterscotch, choked immediately.
Oh my gosh.
I made the symbol to my sister, the international symbol, and she threw her arms up, was like, what? All disdainful, And I guess I had enough air left that I just pushed. It was like, and it went,
Just threw it out.
and he just popped out. And guess what?
Very sensitive gag reflex.
Dude, because
Whatever. Do your thing.
So guess what she says to me after it comes popping out of my throat?
Oh.
She says to
Get
me,
mad at you.
go to the sink next time. You believe that?
Oh.
No, I'm really.
awesome.
Choking scares me.
It's
And having
freaky,
kids,
man.
do you
don't
watch
think
your
about
kids
it.
and you're like,
Oh,
are you choking?
dude. Ever since that day, I was like, we're eating smoothies. That's
Yeah,
it.
I'm getting you a face sucker.
Blending everything.
Yeah,
So how
Getting
do
a
you
face
eat
sucker.
anything?
I
with it being
blend.
That,
I blend, man. I'm just
that's
kidding.
small. I just don't.
No. It's not his esophagus. It's his trachea. His windpipe is a diameter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
His esophagus is the size of like a Mountain Dew can.
Oh.
It makes up for it. He can swallow. I mean, just anything whole, really.
I have a lot of good drops from all that.
I know because you're weird.
Yeah, I know that's for sure. But there's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell the nurse, oh my gosh, that was the worst part. And I was afraid I was going to forget this part. The nurse was sitting there with me and Michelle.
Yeah.
And I was spitting into a cup because I couldn't swallow. They gave me a big gulp and I was filling up half of it because I couldn't swallow anything.
Was that going
Like a-
on while you were at work too? Were you just spitting into like a?
Yeah. I had a cup
crazy.
and I was just silently spitting into the cup.
She was like, your coworker's like, Scotty, take up chew.
Yeah, is Copenhagen over there? What is that?
The nurse was sitting there with me and Michelle. She was a week out of, giving birth.
Oh man.
They go, so
That's-
what's your pain on 1 to 10 scale? And what do you say when your wife's sitting there? She just gave birth.
Gave birth.
11.
I was like, it's a 2 or a 3.
2, man. They're triaging you. You're like, I can't breathe, but I'm okay.
I was like, really? It's like an 8 or
Yeah.
a 9. I felt like such a wimp.
I'm in pain, but I can't breathe. I'm okay. Did they make you wait at all, or did they take you right back?
It was pretty fast.
Yeah. When they're triaging you, they're like, nah, we're not going to send you to the waiting room.
Yeah. They sent me to enough rooms that they could send separate bills for every room.
Oh,
That was nice.
It
Yeah.
feels like they're touching your spine through your front hole.
Was it like that?
that was from Scotty's first episode.
It was.
Nice.
It was.
Oh, choking. You ever choke, Spencer?
So chew your food.
No, not really. Not that I can think of.
You would know.
Well, I know.
It's like being in a car accident.
Right.
You would totally know. It is.
Well, have you seen Hot Rod?
Yeah.
His dad dies from choking on pie. That was in my head the whole time.
Remember
he's
when
all pissed at
President
his dad.
Bush choked on some pretzels in the White House?
Oh, he
in
did?
the residence? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
Oh, man.
No, it is. Like, you got.
I'm surprised that you just didn't do anything. That
I
you didn't,
know,
like,
that's
ask for
crazy.
help
I've had
or
stuff get stuck before. I was like,
call an
oh,
ambulance, or I don't know, man. You probably should have called an ambulance and
Yeah.
not driven yourself. But hey,
I mean, maybe PSA here.
right?
Don't YouTube whilst choking. Just
good use of whilst.
Just tell someone.
Yeah.
You know, if there's no one around, you get next to a chair and you shove it into your stomach as hard as you can. That's how you do the Heimlich maneuver to yourself.
Yeah.
And your kids die too.
Yes. I watch
okay
Quinny closely because I'm like, dude, can you imagine? Anyway.
I hate that feeling.
And she's now the age I was when I choked on a butterscotch.
Oh my gosh.
It's time for the Onion or InfoWars.
It's that time.
It is that time.
You seem pretty excited about today.
I did. I found some good ones here. I mean, I don't like to build it up, though, because then you might be disappointed.
Oh.
This is the segment where I read a headline from the Onion, a satirical news website, and another headline from InfoWars, a self-purported right-wing real news website. And it's going to be interesting.
Okay.
Because it's more than just the headlines today. There's a follow-up. Okay?
Right.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
My hopes are up.
All right. First headline. This is the... Let's see. Here's Kirsten Nielsen. She's the Secretary of Homeland Security, I think.
Yes.
Yes. This is the headline. Kirsten Nielsen urges migrant parents, leave the weak ones behind. Second one. Ted Cruz explains how he's going to make El Chapo pay for border wall.
Gotta warn me. Ted Cruz is
Ted Cruz, yeah. Do you got them both?
Okay.
You want me to read the first one again?
No, the first one.
Kirsten Nielsen urges migrant parents, leave the weak ones behind.
Okay. And the second one?
Ted Cruz explains how he's going to make El Chapo pay for border wall.
Oh my gosh.
Scotty, any ideas?
Never know what Ted. I'm thinking Ted is the real one.
I kind of think that
InfoWars.
too. I kind of think that might be the real one because the other one sounds onionish.
It is the real one.
It is?
It is the real one.
Yes. So,
well, real in air quotes.
Ted
because
Cruz?
it's on InfoWars. Yes. So the headline, Ted Cruz explains how he's going to make El Chapo pay for border wall, is on InfoWars. The other one about leave the weak ones behind. I'm sure that's something that Kirsten Nielsen has said, but it's on The Onion. But I did a follow-up because I always fact-check InfoWars.
Okay.
This is totally real.
Ted Cruz! Seriously.
Dead serious. There is an El Chapo Act. Let me read it to you. Pay attention to the first letters of every word I read here.
Okay.
The ensuring lawful collection of hidden assets to provide order act.
Ted Cruz!
Spells El Chapo.
Oh my god.
It's an acronym.
No way.
Awesome.
Essentially what he's trying to do is make sure that money seized from Mexican drug lords make sure that it's first appropriately collected.
Uh-huh.
And then, hey, why not use that because he was worth $14 billion when we caught El Chapo.
Right.
Why not use that money to build the border wall? So it's a real story.
Oh. Well, I mean...
Oh my God.
It's not any less egregious than it sounds, but, you know.
Wait, so is that actually a thing? Like there's $14 billion floating around? Or
Oh, yeah, dude. More than that. We see so much stuff.
Wait, so why don't we just use that to build the border wall?
Because it takes appropriations.
Oh, okay.
It's just sitting in a warehouse.
Can I have it?
Can you pay off my student loan?
We seized all this drug money, pay off student loans.
Yeah.
Or make the VA better.
Ted Cruz!
Sucks.
He is kind of a dick.
Yeah.
That's so frustrating.
But I also wanted to share something else real quick.
Okay.
I was just on Facebook, and I see an invite that someone shared.
Okay.
I'll just read it to you. The Northwestern Band of the Shoshone Nation will be observing the 156th anniversary of the Bear River Massacre. The memorial service will be held on Tuesday, January 29th, 2019 at 11 a.m. Daughters of the Utah Pioneers Historical Marker is where it's going to be. Do you guys see the irony in that invite?
Yeah. It's kind of...
The Pioneers...
That's not cool.
Were the ones who killed the Indians.
Yeah. But come on over to our clubhouse.
Yeah, we got a thing set up right there where the massacre happened.
Real sorry.
Cake.
You guys can use our building that we took from you. Feel free to use it. Yeah. Bear River Massacre.
Maybe that's why Bear River Mutual sucks.
Yeah, they do. That's why. It's all based on the massacre.
See how we do that? We do that on purpose, by the
Yeah.
way.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Unexpected genocide.
Yes. So Scotty brought an activity for us.
Yeah.
I wanted to be an active participant.
Yeah. And it's kind of a game show.
Random fun music here.
Well, it is kind of game show-esque.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Tell everybody what we got, Scotty.
So I brought 2 truths and a lie.
I bought 2 truths. That's all.
That's it.
And you're going to pick which one is the better one, I guess.
I don't lie.
It's against my religion. Even for fun. All right.
So,
go ahead.
I didn't know if you guys were going to do this or not, but I brought it for me.
Oh, I'm totally in.
No, I like it.
I am bought in.
Like, whenever you guys talk about things that you like, interests that you have,
yeah,
like, I don't know if I know my friends very well. So
this is the Our Take podcast.
So it's kind of fun.
We share things that people don't know.
Like,
exactly.
Pornhub and
I've never heard of that, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
2 truths and a lie.
They sell hubcaps?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Porn hubcaps. That's a good
right.
idea. When they turn, they...
Okay.
Oh, my...
Proof of concept.
Oh, my gosh.
Go ahead, Scotty.
Making all kinds of stuff. So, guess which one is the lie?
Okay.
All right.
First one, I had to learn to walk again when I was 19.
I feel like I knew you when you were 19.
If the choking story is one of them, then I once choked on a...
It should have been like, I had to learn to walk again when I was 19 due to an unfortunate choking incident. Okay, all right, what's the second one?
Second one, I've been snowboarding down a volcano.
And that's why you had to learn to walk again.
It could be connected. The third one, I share a birthday with Ice-T, LeVar Burton, and John McEnroe.
Oh, man. I think the volcano one's real because you lived up in the PNW.
Ooh.
What is that?
The Pacific Northwest. Like St. Helens.
Like, did you go snowboarding? Why? How is there snow inside the volcano?
Not in the volcano.
Did you not say in?
He snowboarded down a volcano.
Down a volcano,
right.
yeah.
You can't go into the mantle of the earth
I
on a
don't know.
snowboard.
That's like playing Lord of the Rings or something.
Why didn't the eagle just carry it in the whole time?
No, I
don't get it.
Favorite.
Was there not enough room on the door?
No.
It's a ring. It's a volcano. Like,
yeah.
It's gonna fit.
I'll never let go.
I think that I think I know Scotty a little bit better.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to say that I think that you did snowboard down a thing. Down a volcano. And I think you share a birthday with Johnny Mac.
What was the first one?
So the lie
you had
is...
to learn to walk
first one
again?
is I had to learn to walk again.
What do you
so
think?
wait,
I was 19.
Wait. This would have been... Did you go on a mission?
Yeah.
Scotty's got a year on us, I think.
Right.
Oh, a year on me, and I got a year on you.
when you were 19, you would have been on a mission. Wait.
Not necessarily.
Wait.
Yes, that was the age back then.
No.
Okay.
I think it is the last one. I think the last one is the lie.
You think he doesn't share the birthday with all those people?
No.
All right.
No.
What, do you want to make it interesting here? Like, I'll buy you some cubed ice. Some nugget ice. All right, Scotty, which one?
All right. So I do share a birthday with Ice-T, LeVar Burton.
John
Reading
McEnroe
Rainbow,
is the
Johnny
only one
Mac.
that matters. Yeah.
Johnny Mac's my favorite.
Yeah.
I have been snowboarding.
Answer the question! You jerk! You have been snowboarding. Yes, I got it.
Mount Rainier.
I
hiked up and snowboarded down part of it.
That's cool. Was it
So
hot?
technically a volcano.
Is it
I had to
active?
hurry.
Is Rainier active?
It's not.
Oh, well, that's not. Doesn't count,
But
Scotty.
it was always the scare.
It's inactive. It's fallen away. It's being
Yeah.
fellowshipped.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it.
It's almost there. It's kind of shy.
We're being ministered to.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
The lie was that I had to learn to walk again. I did go to the ICU for a snowboarding accident, and it kind of felt like I had to learn to walk again.
ICU?
I was in the ICU for 3 days.
That
was my second worst day.
That's like $30,000.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what the bill was for that.
You're on your dad's insurance.
Yep. Still on parents'
What happened in
insurance.
that accident?
I was snowboarding with some friends in Farmington. There's a rail, and we just built a little jump to it. And
Sure.
we were doing it for like an hour or 2 hours. And last run of the day, I was like, I'm going to do it one more time. And I slipped, and it hit me right in the ribs.
You never do it one more time.
No, never do the last run.
That's always when it happens.
Always say, I'm going to do this 2 more times. And then I'll only do it
Cut
once.
out
and
after
it won't
the
happen.
first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's good. Thank you, Spencer. That's really good advice.
I know. Because that's when it always happens.
It's true.
Yep.
Ask anybody.
It's when I said I'm going to do it one last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, never mind.
Yeah, it's the worst.
But yeah.
It's always the
when you
worst
wreck
one.
it. Yeah.
Oh, it's good. All right. Well, I think we're almost done. You have one more thing?
I do.
What's you
I
got?
do. So I was perusing, again, the internet. Like I do.
Yeah.
And I found something that I just thought was kind of funny. I don't know what this is from. Why? But the title of the article is "Why English is So Hard to Learn."
Because the rules don't matter.
Well, so
Because of texting.
basically, it has 20 different sentences on it,
Nice.
and
They're all homonyms or whatever that word
so
is.
the bandage was wound around the wound.
See, I say those both the same.
No, but they're spelled exactly the same.
Go ahead and wound that up for me.
The farm was cultivated to produce produce.
Yeah.
The dump was so full that the workers had to refuse more refuse.
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
Queen of refuse.
To help with planting, the farmer had to sow his sow.
Sow his sow.
Yeah.
Either way, it's one or the other, people. Okay.
So yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are those the most interesting ones.
There's a bass.
A bass and a bass.
A bass was painted on the head of a a bass was painted on the head of the bass drum.
Okay.
I had to subject the subject to a series of tests. The wind was too strong to wind the sail around the mast.
The wind and the wind.
Yeah.
It is stupid.
Yeah.
We're just not creative enough.
I just really want to paint a bass on your bass drum.
And then we get too creative and we're like, why don't we put a P in front of that?
Fisher.
You know?
Psychologist.
Pneumonia.
Yeah.
Pterodactyl. I think those all deserve P's. That's stupid. Yeah.
There was a book that I saw that... Oh, never mind. I'm just going to cut that out because I can't find it. But anyway, maybe I'll cut out that whole segment because it sucked.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Don't cut anything out.
I'll cut you out. That's completely.
Somebody learning English is going to appreciate that.
Would be the me and Scotty
I think
show.
so. Yeah.
Is
like that Hispanic person you saw at Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Excuse me, ma'am. I want to make America great again.
That's why I came to Wells Fargo.
This is America. You speak English.
Yeah.
Don't ask all my ass.
You say that one more time, I'm going to J.P. Morgan.
I'll call ice right now on you. Anyway,
You guys got bailout money?
say-
It was crazy.
You guys got bailout money?
Yeah.
I want to hear that guy say withdrawal. Withdrawal.
Withdrawal. He says it with a drawl.
Oh,
snap.
Oh,
nailed
that
it.
was-
Frick off, man. All right, Scotty, we need to choose a new song from your Imperial album.
Nice.
We were playing My Open Arms. Which one are you thinking?
I'm thinking either Sleepless or No Coincidence.
Sleepless or No Coincidence? Let me play.
Or Never Say Die. Never Say Die is cool.
Or I think you just need
my volume up.
Never Say Die is in a movie.
That's good.
All right, this is Sleepless by Metaphors. Find us at the Our Take Pod on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Please, please, please share this episode with many friends. Like us, follow us, talk to us. It's episode 28. Thank you, Scotty, for coming back.
Yeah, thanks
We
for
love
having
you,
me, man.
Thanks for making great music from the Metaphors. For the Our Take Podcast, I'm Brian.
I am Spencer. We'll see you next time.
Nothing now, and could not been even close to what I should have said. So I'm glad that they stay buried, 'cause my mind is such a cluttered mess. Another night alone, and I am sleepless, speechless, and this equation's wrong. And my heart beat this, I'm defeated, 'cause it's so wide back, and life is wrong. time that you walk in, you start me up and take me down. You don't even have to do a thing, and I can't live without you. To even try would be such a sin. Another night alone, and I am sleepless, speechless, and this equation's wrong. Can my heart beat this undefeated? 'Cause you stole my life, I love this life, and I'll fly right if you're gone. Too long, too long.
Turn the volume up.